Cześć, dzisiaj trzeci dzień festiwalu Beaches Brew. Jesteśmy dalej w Marian de Ravenna. Goszczę ze sobą pewnego brodatego pana, który bynajmniej nie jest jednym z trzech bliźniaków zagubionych 50 lat temu, trzech bliźniaków z ZZ Top zagubionych 50 lat temu gdzieś w Teksasie. Który odnalazł się po 50 latach w Ravennie, ale jest artystą osobnym, który występuje obok z panią, która siedzi też obok niego i tworzą duo o nazwie Moon Duo. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for coming. It's such a pleasure for me to do interview with you. And how are you doing in Italy?
It's good. We've been here 2 nights and it's nice to be by the beach.
Yeah, great weather, great food.
I'm going to ask you about how, because I've done some research and I haven't found how did you meet together back in 2009, right? Or earlier?
Yeah, we started then, but we'd met earlier through friends.
Yeah.
So.
In 2002, I think we actually met.
Sorry.
Oh, this is long time ago. So it took about 7 years to set up a band.
Well, we didn't.
Well, we didn't know each other very well for a while.
Do you think that you heard when you were growing up defined you as an artist?
I think certainly. I think that's the case with most people. What you hear when you're very young gives you a perspective, a context for understanding music that you always have with you, whether you like it or not. I think, but I think that's good. I think it's you're not constrained by that, but you use it as a basis of understanding what you want to do as an artist and what you respond to, like on a deep level, just sort of instinctually. So for me, and I think for Sanae as well, both of our parents listened to a lot of classic rock, so the Stones and the Beatles and all that kind of stuff. So I think that is a big influence on what we do.
And what did you listen to when you were young, Sanae?
My parents were huge Beatles fans, and they also had a lot of early rock, everything from oldies stuff, 50s radio stuff to Bo Diddley and some early R&B and a lot of music that was originated as dance music when rock was primarily a dance form.
Do you guys both come from San Francisco?
No, neither of us do. But we met there, or we came together there. But yeah, we're both from different parts of the country, and just went to California because it's a good place to go, I think.
I actually grew up in Los Angeles until the age of 8, and then my family moved to a town just outside of Detroit.
Yeah,
so I always wanted to go back to California. I think that was always my home.
It was the capital of glam rock music, and yeah. For me, Ripley looks like an cool rocking that is skater.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Because even you made a music video about the guy who is skateboarding on different items and
yeah.
Were you skateboarding when you were youth?
Yeah. But I grew up in Connecticut where there's a long winter.
I know.
So you can't. I would skate in the winter but there's a lot of ice and it was difficult. So it's hard to get really good. I wasn't very good.
What do you think? Because you have also another brand, wooden ships, and what do you think what is the difference between the music what you compose for wooden and what you compose for Moon Duo?
I don't know if it's that different. It's just the people that create the music and bring the songs to life makes it mostly different. The other band has a guitar bass. So that's different, but other than that, it's more about the people.
Yeah.
And, you could, a million people could cover like Louie, and every band sounds different, more or less. So the bands, the people in the bands make everything sound different.
Do you plan to extend your music equipment to not only to do keyboards and guitar?
Well, I play. Nowadays I play bass lines on a second keyboard, and we added that a couple of years ago, I guess. But that's been a fun thing. I have a Moog bass with the left hand, and then regular keyboard lines with the right.
I know.
I'm not sure I could manage much more at this point, but
We have a drummer. We
had
added a drummer.
I know.
Yeah. So.
I think I won't offend you if I say that for me you're doing a great job as Iggy Pop did. You know, when he wrote his best songs, most popular, such as "The Passenger" and "Last for Life." I mean, he made a very catchy basic melody, and he implemented also different sounds. And I think you make the same on, for example, on Animal or on Wilding. You put some other effects. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, what we do is pretty simple. It's just like the Stooges, it's simple rock and roll, but we're interested in textures, like in different sounds and effects and sort of building up the music in different ways. But, at the basis, popular music or rock and roll is all very simple. It's not complex. It's just a matter of taste and how you express yourself with those basic means.
I love any music that people want to move to. I think is really great because I think rock has always been kind of about provoking physical responses from people, and so when people dance or get into it or wave their hands or move around, that's my favorite thing.
What is your favorite musician? I know it's a tough question. Sina,
I mean,
apart from you.
That's a really tough one to answer. There are many bands that I love. I think my favorite band, probably generally speaking, is the Velvet Underground.
Yeah.
They're my all-time number one.
And your Ripley?
It's hard to choose one. That's a really difficult question. You really shouldn't ask people that. You shouldn't do that. I might say Miles Davis because he remained vital to the very end of his career, and he reinvented himself within the jazz idiom at least 4 times and made a classic album in every decade of his life, really. So I admire that in him, that he always was looking for something new to do, and even when people didn't like it and he went against what people thought he should do, he still made amazing music. So it's really impressive.
He recorded Bitches Brew, and now we're on the Bitches Brew Festival, but it's different bitches.
I didn't even make that connection.
Yeah. So thank you very much, guys, for your time. I hope you're gonna rock this, the stage, and I hope we're gonna have fun. And I invite you as a voice of people who are freaks about the music in Poland to come to Poland, and we'll be very grateful someday, maybe, I don't know,
We
to
would
come.
love to. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ripley. Thank you, Sina.